Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are going to discuss limit of accuracy as an O-level mathematics topic. And limit of accuracy actually means that whenever we measure any length, not only length or any quantity, so it is not necessary that whatever you are measuring that is accurate. Rather, you can say that it is not possible to measure any quantity accurately. Whenever you measure any quantity like length or mass or time or speed or any other quantity, when you measure that quantity, then there is some error, and that error is not because of only carelessness, but there are many factors because of which there may be an error. So whenever you measure any quantity, then we keep some margin of error in that quantity, and that quantity is not always less than the accurate value, but that error may be sometimes more than that quantity. So the reasons may be your carelessness or any fault in your measuring instrument or some other reasons. So if I say that, like if this is a pen and I measure its length as let's say 15 centimeter, then it won't be accurately 15, so I can say that its length would be 15. But let's say I have measured it equal to 15 centimeter, but it may be a range of its error that may be plus or minus 0.5 centimeter. So if the difference in the length is 0.5 centimeter, then when I say that this is 15 centimeter plus minus 0.5 centimeter, then I mean that its length is not possible to be more than 15.5 centimeter and is not possible to be less than 14.5 centimeter, because whatever instrument I have used to measure it, if it is not accurate, but the difference in its accurate value won't be more than 0.5 centimeter. So maximum length what I can expect is 15.5 and minimum that is 14.5. So if I write it here, that let's say the length of this pen is 15 centimeter, but as for many reasons there is some error expected, so that error is plus 0.5 or minus 0.5 centimeter. So maximum possible length that won't be more than 15.5 centimeter. When we say that this is the limits of error, so its length is impossible to be more than 15.5 centimeter, and minimum possible length of the same pen that won't be less than 14.5 centimeter. These are its maximum and minimum values. Now usually difference between maximum and minimum values, we name those values as range. Like if I say that there is a class of 20 students of O levels, and the youngest one among all of them, maybe let's say 16-year-old, and somebody else maybe 16 years and 2 months, 16 years and 5 months, and so on. And the oldest one in that class, that is 17 years and 6 months, 17 and a half years. And there may be some students of 17 years, or 17 years and 2 months, or 16 years and 10 months, so many. But the smallest one and the oldest one, youngest and oldest among all these students, they are 16 and 17 and a half. So maximum possible age of that class is 17 and a half, and minimum possible age of that class is 16 years. Then range of their ages, that is 1.5 year. So, and there is within 1.5 year, from 16 to 17 year, all the students are there. So whenever we have to find the range, we find the difference between smallest and largest value. So here we can say that range of these values, range of values, these two values what I have written here, that will be the largest value, this one, and the smallest value, this one. So that will be 15.5 minus 14.5. So the range of these values is 1 centimeter. This is range of these values what we have written as maximum and minimum. So this range of 1 centimeter, that is called limit of accuracy. Limit of accuracy is 1 centimeter. Now if somebody asks that the length of pen is 15 centimeter, and if you ask that how much accurate is this length, I can say that this is accurate equal to 1 centimeter. Its limit of accuracy is 1 centimeter. So if I write it as a sentence, then I would say that length of pen is 15 centimeters, correct to 1 centimeter. Correct to 1 centimeter means its limit of accuracy is 1 centimeter. Okay. Now, if we consider the same thing what we have discussed in reverse order, that let's say this sentence is given to you, that length of a pen is 15 centimeter, correct to 1 centimeter, then what does it mean? That means that its limit of accuracy is 1 centimeter. We are going reverse now. So if limit of accuracy is 1 centimeter, then what we do, that we add half of it, half of this value, we add in 15 to obtain the largest value, and we subtract half of it from 15, that gives you the smallest value. So lower bound, this maximum possible length, that is also known as upper bound. Upper bound. This is upper bound, and this value is lower bound. Bound means this is not beyond these two numbers. So this is the way if we consider the same problem in reverse order, upwards this way, then you can understand that what do we mean by limits of accuracy and upper bound and lower bound. Once again, I repeat it that if length of pen is given as 15 centimeter, but the margin of error in it is 0.5 plus or minus, plus 0.5 or minus 0.5, then its upper bound is 15.5 and lower bound is 14.5. In this way, maximum length is 15.5 and minimum 14.5, and their difference is 1 centimeter. This difference of upper bound and lower bound is called limit of accuracy. Now, the length of pen, considering this limit of accuracy, we can say that length of pen is 15 centimeter, correct to 1 centimeter. This is a term, you can say that as a term we use these words, correct to 1 centimeter. When we say correct to 1 centimeter, that means length is 15, but its limit, within what limit is it accurate? That is 1 centimeter. So a question will be given in this form, and you have to understand, or you have to apply the concept in this order, upwards. Okay, now like here there is a question in the past paper. The side of a rectangular plot of land, or the other one, first we will do a simpler one, that the length of a piece of string is 0.026 meter. Length of string, length is 0.026 meter, correct to the nearest millimeter, correct to the nearest millimeter. Okay, write down in millimeters the lower bound of this length. Lower bound is asked only. So first of all, we as it is asked in millimeters, so we convert this value into millimeters. So I hope you know that there are 1000 millimeters in 1 meter. So multiplying this value by 1000, we get 26 millimeters. 26 millimeters, correct to the nearest millimeter. That means limit of accuracy, limit is 1 millimeter. Now, in order to find its upper and lower bounds, what we do, we divide it by 2, that means 0.5. So you can say that length is 26 plus minus 0.5 millimeter. If it is like this, then upper bound, which is not asked in this question, 16.5 millimeter, and the lower bound, that will be 26 minus 0.5, that will be 25.5 millimeter. This was asked, 25.5 millimeter, that is its lower bound. So there are many more questions about this. This was only about the concept of limit of accuracy. Now in the next video, inshallah, I will solve the topical past papers about the same concept. Here we just discussed the concept, and in the next one, inshallah, I will do the questions of topical past paper regarding limits of accuracy. So therefore, right now, Allah Hafiz.